was one of our greatest composers of beloved music for movies and television. And just in time for his centenary, the late Henry Mancini is getting a fitting tribute. Tracy Smith has been watching it take shape for some time now.
Even if you've never been here, you probably recognize Abbey Road. There's the crosswalk, as seen in the famed Ian McMillan cover photo for a Beatles album in the fall of '69. And inside, it's much the same as it was back then. Even the piano used for Lady Madonna is still here. Some of the best-loved music of a generation was played in this room. And it still is. Last spring, the Royal Philharmonic recorded the instrumentals of composer Henry Mancini's classic, Moon River. As we reported this past February, the Mancini family is re-recording some of the maestro's most famous songs in celebration of what would have been his 100th birthday next year.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Last fall, a group of legendary musicians, including Quincy Jones and John Williams, re-recorded Mancini's Grammy-winning Peter Gunn theme.
What does it feel like to play it again?
It's amazing. It's like a bicycle. You get back on.
Chris, it sounds almost like it's slurring into beat two, instead of ba-da.
Producer Greg Field, who also happens to be married to Monica Mancini, is leading the effort to honor his father-in-law.
I know it's kind of hard to sum up, but what do you think the world should know about Henry Mancini?
Well, nobody under 50 probably knows who Henry Mancini is, right? But they know Pink Panther. You can go virtually anywhere in the world and go up to a 10-year-old and say, ba-da, 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 and they immediately know it. And I can't imagine another composer that has created music that generation to generation, decade to decade, keeps resonating with people.
The Pink Panther theme is on the list to be redone. And last April, they held a session in New York City to do just that, with none other than the legendary Sir James Galway on the flute. His bandmates that day included some of New York City's top brass. Greg Field himself on drums. And someone who says James Galway inspired her to pick up the flute herself, Lizzo.
Oh, I love the little panther feet in here.
Sir James, I know that you've said you're Lizzo's #1 fan. So what's it like recording a song with her?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Great.
Don't ask him how it feels. This is like a dream come true for me. He's a legend. You know what I mean? Like, I'm honored to just be able to blow flutes with him. And we sound good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the first time that you've played a song for recording together? Yeah?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
We're
And
not
it
ready
just-
for a world tour.
Yeah, here we go. Stadiums, baby.
The Pink Panther theme is still one of Henry Mancini's most popular tunes. But his crown jewel, it's been said, is Moon River. Johnny Mercer's lyrics about wide rivers and huckleberries are drawn from his memories of a childhood spent in Savannah, Georgia. Henry Mancini wrote the music specifically for Audrey Hepburn to sing and tailored it to fit her limited vocal range. His family says it took him a month to write the first 3 notes, and once he had those, it only took him a half hour to write the rest.
Was your mom reluctant to sing at first? No?
No, I mean, she was realistic about the fact that she didn't have much of a voice. But she always made up for it with the ability to emote and to bring wonderful feeling to it.
Hepburn's son, producer Sean Ferrer, knows this firsthand.
So what's it like for you to be here?
Wonderful.
We met him at Abbey Road in May, and he walked us through the story of how his mom kept Moon River from ending up on the cutting room floor.
Moon River almost didn't make it into the movie?
It's very funny, actually. Yes, we put together the film, and one of the executives at Paramount at the time said, all right, it's doing okay, I think we should lose a couple minutes, and that song, oops, sorry, has to go.
The song has to go.
Right. And she jumped out of her seat and looked him straight in the eye and said, over my dead body.
And the song stayed in.
And the song stayed in.
You could say it was a wise decision.
May I have the envelope, please?
The song was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Song.
Oh, the winners are Henry Mancini and Johnny Mercer for Moon River.
In addition to the Oscar, the song also picked up a pair of Grammys, and the great Andy Williams made it his own. And for the latest version of Moon River, the Mancini family is passing the torch to another legend.
Bublé, Mancini, Michael, take one. Finally, Bublé, Mancini. Finally, my name is attached to the Mancini name. I have waited so long for that. Yes.
When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway.
You'd think that in his 30-year career, Michael Bublé would have made his own version of Moon River. But he's never recorded the song, and he jumped at the chance.
When the Mancini family calls and asks you to be part of honoring the legacy of a genius, you say, thank you so very much. I would love to be there. Can we do it in Vancouver? Because I'm in 46 countries, and I'm only going to be home for 6 days. But you say yes. All right.
Yeah. I'm good if you're good.
And we met him in Vancouver on the day of the session. He had limited time and a miserable cold.
And I knew a couple days ago my daughter started coughing, and I went like, oh, okay. And she stayed in our bed, and I was like, this is going to happen to me. So it's going to be fun to see how I sound.
To the drifter.
In the end, the cold didn't seem to bother him or anyone else.
It has aged nicely. Maybe I haven't.
Sean Ferrer.
What do you think it is about this song in particular that endures, that pulls on our hearts like that?
It's the essence. It's the perfume of the film. You know, the film was originally thought for Marilyn Monroe. And of course, when my mother got the part and she ran with it, she elevated it to a different level. And all of that, the high note, like in every opera, is this song.
We're after the same rainbows.
And maybe that's the genius of Moon River. Whether it's Hepburn and a guitar, or Bublé's voice and the Royal Philharmonic strings, Moon River sounds the way Henry Mancini would have wanted it to sound. Perfect.
And